Hey everybody, it's Lonnie with the Show Entertainment Lighting Sound and Events, and I'm here today at the Courtside Event Center located in Lincoln, Nebraska. And if you want to get a hold of the Courtside Event Center, I will show you the information at the end of this video. But today what I wanted to talk to you about was some lighting that the Show Entertainment Lighting Sound and Events sells. We've got the UPL-200 on display here, and I've got an array of some of the colors behind me, as you'll see here in a second. But the reason it's called the UPL-200 is, unlike most of the other slim flat uplights that you've seen on the market today that have between 144, even 177, and a couple of them have 183 LEDs, these actually have 200 10mm LEDs, and they're RGBA, so they have the red, green, blue, and amber LEDs in them. And as you can see, starting from the left over here, we've got a light fade of a pink into a red, on into an orange, through to the greens, the teals, and then on into the blues. Now this is just half of the spectrum. In a second I'm going to go through and change some of the other colors so you can see the rest of the spectrum. This is an address on an uplight that most of you might be aware of, where you set an address between 500 and 599. I believe this is between 505 and 540 or 545. So I'll try and run through the rest of the colors here in a second. Also I'm going to show you some of the other lights that we've done around the area as well. As you can see just above me, I've got some of the other lights too. Joel has taken the liberty to put some draping over his cable line that he's got running through the building here at the courtside. And this is just another difference of the colors, starting from 595, I believe, down to 580 and then 570. And then I'll show you the other ones on the other side here in a second. This is a great idea if you're going to do an event, whether it's a wedding or private party. If you want to add something to an area that's kind of open, draping like this is definitely a good recommendation, and it can be purchased very, very inexpensively at most stores. Craft stores have it, and it's very easy. Of course, it takes a little bit of time to put up, but if you can talk to your decorator or whoever's going to be putting the place together, they can usually take care of that for you. Once again, as you can see on this side, we've got some more lighting with a color fade. Actually, on this side, I believe we started back down to 565 and working our way down into some of the ambers and orangish colors, down to the 555 and 540. Now, I'm not going to change the colors on these so much, but I am going to go through and change the colors back here as well. What I'm also going to do is turn off all the lights, because right now I actually have some of the lights are up. It's fairly bright in here. So for a typical event, this is not going to be the lighting that you're going to see as far as how bright it is. But I did want to show you the lights in some bright light so that you can get an idea of what the lights will look like. And the next time, you'll see there's quite a bit. And I'll have the lights down here at the courtside, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of difference on these lights at this end. I will show the other lights, and then of course those down there, and then I will change the color of the other lights as well. As you can see, these have another effect as well. Now, like I said, these are from the address range on the lights from, I believe it's 595 down to about 570, with increments of about 10 to 12 selections. So you can see those lights. Now again, as you can see in the darkness, these obviously show up a lot more. I did take a measurement. Now, if you can see the cabling way up there, that cable is actually 18.5 feet from the floor to the cable. And then the top of the ceiling is another 12 feet. So total, the ceiling from the floor on this end is about 30 feet tall. Now, in most event places, even 18 feet is going to be quite a bit higher. A lot of places are between 10 and 12 feet. Of course, you will get some convention centers that will have taller ceilings like this, but it's a rarity. But as you can see, the color saturation is very nice, very tall. You can tell that when you get a fade or a blend, obviously the intensity of the color is going to be a little bit less. Going on down to some of the oranges and even into the teals. But when you get back here to the blues, you got your green and then you got your red. Obviously, those are going to be more common colors, and they do show up a little bit more as well. Now, if you're wondering how far away the lights are from the wall, I will show you that as well. But they are actually about 6 inches away from the wall, and I've got them spaced out, I believe, about 4 feet from each other. So I will show you that in a second. And I'm also going to change the color on these as well real quick. I'm back after I changed all the colors. Now, starting on this side, I've got my color set at 550, working its way on up into a fade up to 599. As you can see, the 550 is unfortunately a little bit faded on this side. The color is just not that bright, but The color is there if you need it, and then all the way up to $5.99 is basically all the bulbs on, which as most of you know is basically like a white light. Now of course it doesn't look like it's so much here because it blends in, but it is. So as you can see, there's a nice color fade there. You know, going up to the 18 feet, the light definitely hits up there quite well. So it will take care of most of your venues. You can see the color does go a little bit further up, but of course it does start to fade out after that 18 to 20 feet. So, you know, if you've got some bigger events, depending on the intensity that you want and how many lights you'll need, you may want to step up to a different light, but these should take care of virtually everything you need for the most part. Just showing you some different ideas as far as designs that you can do with the lights. On the far side over here, excuse me, I do have the lights pointing towards each other, with the one in the middle and the two going in. Then further next over, I've got lights pointing out. On the right hand side, there's the one that's pointing out, and then the one in the middle is pointing straight up. But then I've got it feathered or fanned with the next two lights going over all the way down. And so those are just something that you can do with that. The next two lights on the end, the one on the very end is actually set on sound active right now. And I'll go over there and clap my hands and stomp my feet. You can see the sound activity. But the one, just the first one in from the one on the left, is on a slow fade, a very slow fade. I believe it's set on 30. And you can set that from 1 to 99. And then the next one over is set on a faster fade, which is on 99. And I'll show you that one here. Now as you can see, this one here is on a different type of a fade function here, the one that's pointing out. This one right here is actually on a faster fade, and then this one is on a slower fade. And then as I mentioned, this one is on sound active. So if I stomp my feet, you can see that this light right here is actually changing the beat. But the microphone is sensitive to vibrations, to sound, and you can set that as well from 1 to 99. So anyway, in conclusion, folks, you can pick these lights up. These are the show entertainment lighting, sound, and events lights. They are the slim, flat uplight, the UPL-200. They're called 200 because they have 200 10mm LEDs. That's right, 200, not just up to 177 or 183. These do come with power in and out, so you can daisy chain up to 16 to 18 of them. Their power is 20 watts of consumption. They do run on standard 110 volt electricity as well. They do have DMX in and out as well. And they do have a clear plastic covering to protect the lights if you need that. They do come with dual brackets if you do need to adjust the angles of the lights. And as you can see, the further away you pull the lights out, the difference will be the effect on the wall. And it's got a nice cone shape to it. Here's the lineup of lights, folks. As you can see, they're about 6 inches away from the wall. And you can pull them out or in as you need to adjust the distance of your effect on the wall. Obviously, the further out you pull it, the higher up your light beam is going to be. And you can adjust the angle to point it towards the wall, further up, however you need with the dual brackets. You can pick these up on eBay right now. We are selling them individually or in cases of 10 if you want. A single light is $109.99. That's with free shipping to anywhere within the United States. Hawaii and Alaska is extra shipping. Or 10 of them is for just over $1,000 right now. You can make an offer, and we will be willing to listen to offers. So if you have a good offer, please send it our way. Be more than happy to work with you. We can get up to, you know, hundreds of lights. So if you need a multitude of lights for your company, we'd be happy to take care of you and work out a deal for you. And follow us on our website at theshow201.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at theshow201. Or, of course, you can contact me at 605-201-6460. Thanks for watching. This is the Show Entertainment, Lighting, Sound, and Events with Lonnie E. Have a great day. Bye.